Hey, Cancer, intuitive soul coach here with your April 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, Cancer, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. And right away, you shot out here, Cancerian energy. This is going to be a very, very powerful month for everyone, but on the collective and in the planetary alignments, there's so much happening in the month of April. And we start off with, that April 6th full moon in Libra, which can bring about healing to relationships, to partnerships, collaborations, things of that nature. But we also have the Aries solar eclipse and new moon around the 20th, followed by Mercury going retrograde. On a high note, we do have Aries season promoting us to take big, bold risks. And April 11th marks a day of miracles. In astrology, it's known as the luckiest day of the year. April 11th, it's when the sun and Jupiter meet up. So again, there's a lot going on in the collective, and you may be feeling these shifts as well, Cancer. So I'm also getting the name here right away, Corey, if that is your name, if it's someone that you are dealing with, or if it is maybe a loved one who's crossed over, please take it as it resonates, Cancer. So right away here, you are showing up bold and strong, where it is time for you to push through any insecurities and take advantage of what is going on around you. This is about taking big, bold risks, pushing through your insecurities here, Cancer, whether it is in your career, in your relationships. Some of you, it's within your health, it's within your finances. So whatever area of your life that you're feeling a little bit insecure on, which a lot of us are feeling unstable, right? With what's going on in the collective, what's going on around the world. This is about you taking bold risks, but also making sure that your heart is in it to win it, I'm getting as well, but you're using your brilliant mind rationally. So it's when you're able to bring balance, and there's that full moon in Libra, where you're able to make some decisions that are going to be in your highest good, and make those decisions over and over and over again. Just like a repetitive pattern is something that is going to help you move forward into this new energy, and you're feeling the shifts of it already here, Cancer. And we will clarify with tarot as well some of these shifts that are coming in, some of these energies. There is a great reveal, and Aries energy had this showing up quite strong, and it doesn't surprise me as we're in Aries season, and we have that eclipse, that solar eclipse and new moon in the sign of Aries. So if you have any Aries in your chart, or if you are just curious, because I feel like we were tapping into the collective during that reading as well, you may just want to check out that Aries bonus reading. But this is about exposure, revealing what needs to be seen. So this could certainly be happening in your personal world, in the outer world, and it may be shifting things up, but allowing you to choose a new frequency. Choose financial freedom, choose love over, pain and healing situations of the past, finally able to cut some cords that have been lingering. This is about choosing a new direction and choosing a new way. But first, it needs to be revealed what has been holding you back, or possibly what has been a challenge, what has been difficult, or the cracks in some sort of foundation. So it wouldn't surprise me to see maybe the tower showing up here in your reading, the tower on a collective. We're going to see many of those shifts happening, especially around that solar eclipse, because those eclipses can bring about an exposure here, and that's what is showing up with the Scorpio energy. Revealing what needs to be seen is going to allow you to have the necessary clarity to move forward, Cancer, and make some new choices in your world. And we'll take a look and clarify what that may be for you as well. We have this Piscean energy, which is your fellow water sign. This is about honoring your feelings. And that's what we were talking about in the beginning here as well. Pushing through any insecurities, but keeping that heart open, keeping that beautiful, compassionate, loving energy open. What is it that you want to do in your career that brings you emotional fulfillment? What relationships open your heart and allow for reciprocity and love and compassion and kindness? What can you do to yourself, Cancer, regarding health and self-love and kindness that can make you feel good as well on all levels, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally? So honoring the feelings that you have are going to be very, very important for you in the month of April and every month, but especially as you navigate through some of these ups and downs, some of these challenges, because we're going to see a lot of them in the month of April. But I do feel as long as you continue pushing through those insecurities, you are going to tune into the portal of your heart instead of succumbing to maybe fear or succumbing to control or whatever dynamics show up for you. This is about you staying in that flow versus resistance. And I did post a collective video regarding control versus flow and a lot of other really great videos for the collective, which isn't assigned to any astrological sign in particular. I'll post those links in the description box below if you haven't checked them out already. Now we have you showing up here again strong, and it's interesting because the top of each pile here, and let's take a look what this one is. You have your energy showing up once again, and it's pushing through those fears, pushing through the insecurities, Cancer. So this is saying here, let your fears dissolve. So there may be some sort of fear, some sort of anxiety around what's going on in your personal world, in your professional world, or in the collective that is causing you to feel a little bit wishy-washy or fear the unknown, right? That is one of mankind's greatest fears, is the unknown. What's next? How can we move forward and step into this next energetic frequency or level when we don't know what's going to come out of it? And again, we'll pull some tarot cards on this as well. Cancer, you're showing up a lot here in your own reading. This is great. This is about you taking a breather. And as Mercury goes retrograde around the 21st of April and will last until around May 14th, that is a really great time for all of the REs, as I like to say. All of the REs, replenishing, rejuvenation, reflecting, revamping, reassessing, right? All of those things where you can take a pause and say, am I on the course that I want to be on, or is it time to make a course correction? Now, you don't have to wait till the end of the month, Cancer, to take a breather. You don't have to wait for Mercury to go retrograde. You don't have to wait for the weekends. You can pause in the middle of your day. Now, I'm giving you permission. You don't need my permission. You are able to do this yourself, but I am sensing that you may feel at times that things are out of your control and you're not able to take a breather. I'm here to tell you that you absolutely are. Choose this for yourself. You have that powerful free will that we have as a gift to utilize here on earth. So allow yourself to take that breather when necessary. And some of you may be feeling extra tired. You may be feeling a little bit unmotivated at times. This Aries energy can usher in big waves of energy where you may wake up one morning and get, a wild hair or a spurt where you want to clean the entire bathroom, or you want to clean the garage, organize, go through and get rid of everything. Purge is kind of that energy. Purging physical things, purging the mental energies that have been maybe a little bit negative for some of you. You're wanting to make these steps to clear out the old. And in the Chinese calendar, I believe it's April 1st or April 15th. It's actually the start of the new year. So you feel this effect of the new energies that are coming in from the collective, from the planetary shifts, the alignments of what's going on. But allow yourself to breathe, or you may feel burnt out at times. Now, it's great to feel that motivation, especially if you haven't felt it for quite some time, but don't run your energy too thin. Don't dry your supply out is kind of what I'm feeling here. Don't get burnt out, Cancer. Now, we also have here Aries, work through your feelings. So you have some sort of emotional insecurities or emotional fears that are needing to come to the surface here with revealing what needs to be seen, honoring those feelings here. And we are in Aries season. So it is time to honor your heart space. What is it that you want for yourself, for your loved ones, for your family, for your career, for your finances in the future? This is the time for you to set that course right, whatever that may look like for you. Instead of succumbing to the fear or the shifts, this is about embracing them and knowing that you are the one in charge of that trajectory. And the more that you can put out that positivity and shift that collective consciousness, the better off that not only your world's going to be, your personal world, but you'll contribute to the outer world as well, the collective. So that may be getting a little bit deep for you, but I do feel like a lot of these bonus readings are really about what's happening in the collective and how it's affecting your personal well-being and your personal world. Now you have this Gemini energy here as well, Cancer. This is about clearing the mind, and we just talked about this as well. Purging those negative thought patterns. That is the old paradigm shift, right? Maybe that relationship that didn't turn out the way you thought it would, or that job that you got fired from, that physical loss, that setback, that argument, whatever that was here for you, which we all have them. We all have the challenges and the setbacks and the struggles, the difficulties. But this is about you shifting into a new energy instead of feeling like all of that impact is coming in and it feels suffocating at times for you, Cancer. Clear the mind, but make it a practice. Make it your homework where you do it every single day. You choose to be consciously aware of what's going on around you and your thoughts, and keep those thoughts and that energy high. Now we also have here, step into your power, another Aries. So you can see here, Cancer, that we have a lot of Cancer, you, and Aries, which we're in Aries season here. So this is a time for you to really embrace that power. Take a bold risk, push through those insecurities. Maybe you've wanted to launch a project or put yourself out there, be vulnerable, reach other people through the masses, start your own YouTube channel, or maybe you already have a platform and you want to talk about something entirely different, but you may feel that people may judge you. Push through those insecurities, because it may surprise you how many people you're actually able to connect to. Now, it doesn't have to be, YouTube. It can be any platform. It could be in your business. It can be at your work where you want to share your ideas with your boss because you feel like it may expand and it may help. This is about you speaking up for what it is that you want, but you're having these wonderful ideas that are showing up in your world. It's time to act on them, especially if you have held back due to insecurities or fears. This is about you being seen and heard. This reveal what needs to be seen could be your own ideas. This could be your own healing. You may be making amends or talking to someone. And I'm getting here, you may be having difficult conversations. That is part of the human experience, and that can be a piece of this growth and evolution. We don't have to bypass those difficult conversations. That's not what I mean by being positive 100% and shifting your energy. But sometimes we need to shake up that stuck energy to create change and to shift into that positive frequency. And sometimes we do that through having the difficult conversations. And that could even be you, Cancer, having a conversation with yourself. What do I want to do? What makes me happy? Is this right for me? Is this affecting my mental, spiritual, emotional health? What else do we have here? Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. I feel like a lot of signs have received this card as well. This is about compassion, and the world needs more love, more compassion, and more kindness now than it ever has in history. This is a time here where we can literally, each and every one of us, you can shift the frequency and vibration of the planet, right? By changing your trajectory, jumping into this new paradigm, right? Being able to create and know that you have free will, where in the past you may have felt held back by structures, by family, by society, by whatever it was here that had some sort of hold. That hold is breaking free, Cancer, in your life, where you're able to take on this new energy, but putting this frequency of compassion and kindness out into the world is pertinent. It is vital at this time. And lastly, I love your final card here. Go wild. You have this Leo energy. Go wild. Now, there's two energies I feel coming from this as well. This is about you being able to stand in your power. Look at this lion. He looks fierce. He looks strong. He looks like he has the strength, but he's not in attack mode. He's in, I feel myself. I feel my power. I have what it takes to manifest what I want in my world, even though I may not know how or I may not know when. I have the power to shift this energy here. And I'm just going to see if I can tune in here. Look at that. He is a very powerful force. His mouth's a little bit open, showing his teeth, but not bearing in a way of fear me, right? It's join me. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here, is not fearing, but joining. So this is really powerful for you, Cancer. Whatever shifts you are making in your world are going to be very, very powerful and very impactful, not just for you, but the people around you as well. Now let's take a look and clarify, what are some of these insecurities that you need to work through? What are some of these insecurities? Your very first card, pushing through insecurities. Now look at that. It landed right there on that card. All right, mental conflict. Some of you really have to work on clearing your mind with this Gemini energy. And actually, this is swords. This is air. This is Gemini as well. So being able to clear your mind from the chaos, the mental conflict, the argumentative type of back and forth energy, whether this is you arguing with yourself even. This could be, do I stay? Do I go? Do I leave this situation? Do I move forward? Fear, panic, anxiety. The Five of Swords can be that energy of defeat, right? You can feel a little bit of resentment as well, especially if you're constantly fighting with family members or loved ones. That can really drain your energy. So I am sensing here that this is that possibly that difficult conversation that we talked about earlier, because the air elements, which is the swords here, are all about communication, obstacles, decisions, power, thoughts, and intellect. So there's a situation that calls for rigorous, complete honesty, being able to reveal what needs to be seen here. And so you can clear the mind and push through those insecurities. I'm really liking this because you can choose. There's that free will there to choose. Win or lose, even though a situation or a conversation may not turn out the way that you had hoped, you can still chalk it up as a win. Okay. And some of you are saying, well, Melissa, how is that possible, right? How can I have a situation feel like a win when it's very difficult or it's challenging? Because that is part of the growth. That is part of the experience. But I'm sensing that you'll have to go through some sort of detachment, healthy detachment, right? When we detach ourselves, and that doesn't mean we shut down our hearts and we disconnect, right? We can keep that open heart, love from a distance. We can still wish someone farewell, or we can still move in a new direction without hanging on to a situation that may have caused us a little bit of disappointment or resentment or bitterness, right? This could be a family member that you had a falling out with. It could be a boss that fired you. We can say, well, I see the role that this situation of this person had on my world, but I'm able to chalk that up as a win or a learning opportunity, even if it was a loss, right? You can say, well, that was a loss, but it was a learning opportunity, and I'm glad it happened. Even if you can't feel that right away, you're going to look back and say that was a learning opportunity. So in reality, it really was a win. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this big reveal. What needs to be seen here for you, Cancer? I'm also getting someone may have a small to medium-sized dog that may be getting a vet checkup, or you may have just brought them to the vet, or it could be the groomer as well. They're just showing me like a veterinarian clinic or someplace that pets go or animals go. Not heaven here. Not all dogs go to heaven, but I'm getting a place in the physical where someone may be having a small pet go for a checkup or nail trim, something like that. Please take it as it resonates. Because animals at this time are feeling the effects of energy as well. So we're feeling a strong pull towards them as they are us. So it's extra powerful to make sure that we are tuning into the needs of our animals as well. Okay, reveal what needs to be seen. You have another 5 here. This is the 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 5 of Pentacles can feel like a money or health issue. It can be bankruptcy. This could be something on a collective level. We're seeing changes within, digital currencies. We may feel alone at times. This is the physical, earthly pentacle realm. This is material gains and loss. It's finances, it's prosperity, it's health, it's body. So things are going to be revealed in the month of April, which we're already seeing these things. So it's probably not a surprise to you. But it may cause you at times to feel alone or left out, or it may cause you feeling a little bit nervous of the future of, the world or your personal life or your job, all of those things here. The 5 of Pentacles is about that poverty conscious mindset, financial and material changes within your stability. It could be your home. It can be your relationships as well. So there's going to be a great reveal. And again, that's what I titled the Aries bonus video for April. So you may want to check that out because again, I feel like it pertains not just to Aries, but on a collective level. So definitely overcoming some of those fears or coming to a place where you're realizing, Cancer, that you are not alone. You absolutely are not. And that moon is in the background, and take a look at that. That moon's going to light the way. That moon is, the higher spiritual beings, your guides, your angels, your higher self, whatever you believe in, your higher power, that intuitive nudge as well. And that intuitive navigational center is going to lead you out of some sort of insecurities, out of some sort of fear, or at least be able to embrace it while you're in it, okay? And sometimes that's way easier said than done. Most of the time it is, but you may at times need to reach out to others, whether it's family members or reach out to other people who may be feeling a little bit of the same things that you are feeling as well. But there's going to be something, I feel, especially regarding, finances and stability, things of that nature. That's what the 5 of Pentacles can represent. So there could be some material changes, financial changes going on in your personal world or in the collective that is being revealed. Now let's take a look and see what else we want to clarify here. Take a breather. Let's see, work through your feelings. Let's take a look at this Aries energy of working through those feelings. What are some of the feelings that you do have? And oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Oh, that one wants to come out as well. You literally have here the Hermit and the 4 of Swords, which means take a breather. Some of you are feeling maybe a little bit secluded, like a recluse. I just want to go and do my own thing, or have some time to reflect and pause, take some time out to rejuvenate, recover. 4 of Swords energy is about self-love and renewal and rejuvenation. All of those REs that we talked about in the beginning of your reading. If you've been overworking, overthinking, obsessing, ignoring the signs of rest, or you feel like you haven't been recovering, whether it's financial, physical, emotional recovery, I feel like you're going inward. It's going to allow you to really go inward and seek things that you're not able to find in the external world. And that's why you have the Hermit energy here. This is about you working through some of those, again, those insecurities. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is by taking a little bit of a pause, connecting here to your higher self. Look at her. She's connecting to herself, what she really needs, what she truly desires. This could even be her spirit guides. This could be, I'm getting here ancestral mother. Now, some of you may have recently connected. Now, doesn't show up too often, but you may have grew up either Catholic or in religious background where you've connected with Mother Mary. I'm getting that here for you as well. Please take it as it resonates. It doesn't mean that you It doesn't mean anything. It just means that you may have been dreaming of her, or you may have had her come to you, because we're seeing ascended masters regardless of what you believe in, or regardless of what that background energy is. But I feel like that Mother Mary energy has been showing up, and I'm kind of getting that with this Four of Swords. I mean, some of you may actually have a mother named Mary. Please take that as it resonates. All right. And lastly, oh, you did have this little bonus card. Oh, the 6 here is the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, making those choices from the heart. That's really about you working through those feelings that you have, opening up that heart chakra. And that April 6th full moon in Libra can really help you come together on a situation, mend, forgive, work through some of that mental conflict or strain, whatever that's been here for you, Cancer. Utilize that energy, cut the cords on anything that has been difficult, take a look at limiting beliefs, and really release around that April 6th moon. Now, last but not least here, let's take a look and get a few cards on stepping into your power with this Aries energy. What do you need to do to fully embrace and step into your power, Cancer? We see here, of course, pushing through those insecurities and fears, but what else do we need to know? Oh, I love this. This is about healing some difficulties, right? Embracing that, yes, things may at times feel disappointing, may feel a little bit shaky. But in this Three of Swords, it's showing up in reverse. So that is all about healing, heading towards forgiveness, healing problems, healing any sort of hurtful lies, malicious words, revealing what needs to be seen here. There could have been a reveal or an exposure. But you can see that he goes from curled into this little ball type of energy to leaping, making leaps and bounds from some sort of disappointment or challenge that he has endured. And behind it, you have the Three of Wands. Take the lead. This is about, you've been through a situation, Cancer, probably many of them, but you've made some choices to return back home to yourself. This is about you investing in your heart's desires, staying optimistic, staying patient. This here is saying your hard work will pay off, so don't take your eye off the prize, because sometimes when things can feel delayed, we feel like we've missed out on opportunities, or we've made a bad or incorrect decision with that win or loss card. It can bring about some insecurities where you think that something will never happen or it's not going to shift for you. I'm here to tell you that yes, it absolutely will, but choose consciously each and every day. Create a pattern out of those thoughts that you have and tell yourself what it is that you want, so you can start believing in that energy and start creating that and attracting more of it. Bring out more gratitude than you ever have, Cancer, and be able to grow and learn from the challenges, from the setbacks, and know that you can overcome anything that is thrown your way. Because remember, you know about everything. Even if you can't remember it, because a lot of times, most of us forget past lives. It would be too crazy to come into this lifetime and have a million different past lives going on. That's why we a lot of times just disconnect from remembering that soul journey. But we have access to tune into, whether it's the Akashic records or tune into what we need to know. And that's why you have that Four of Swords. Four of Swords, so you're able to take the lead and move forward and remember your soul's journey. And with that being said, it says that those challenges that you've gone through is part of that human experience that you are having here on earth. Some of you are going to do great things out of the pain that you have endured. You see some of those books being written by survivors of maybe the Holocaust or survivors of very extreme situations. It doesn't have to be as extreme for you, Cancer. It could be that you, I mean, this is still extreme, being from maybe a family where there was alcoholism or domestic violence or whatever it was here. I feel like you are using some sort of heartache, some sort of pain to help uplift the energy of the planet by spreading that love, but helping others feel like they're not alone. And that's why you got that lonely energy here, and that's part of your soul's mission. So I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in. Lots of love.